historic and traditional home improvements market has seen a huge boom in recent years. Within this, we have seen the emergence of a key player in the world of renovation products. This material is lime mortar, which is once again revolutionising the way we build and maintain even the most modern houses. I've been sent by one of London's leading architectural companies to Dobson Locks in Bradford to take part in a training event run by Mark Womersley for the Canals and Rivers Trust. Mark's company, Womersley's, specialise in the supply of lime mortar.
The lads who are here today are responsible for maintenance of locks, bywashers, the canals, the bridges along the waterway of the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. So if they have a better understanding of the mortars that we used originally to build the canal network, when they carry out repairs they can do it more sensitively and more historically accurately.
The Leeds-Liverpool Canal was built in the late 18th century and would have been constructed using lime mortar. The reputation lime mortar has for its uses in the restoration of historic buildings and structures is fast becoming a thing of the past. The reason for this is the huge rise in the demand for eco-friendly materials. I was interested to find out why.
Lime offers that more flexibility, that more breathability and more compatibility with an older building. It's got a more open pore structure, so it allows water vapour to get out of it. It isn't as dense and as hard and as brittle, so it doesn't trap water behind it.
Over the years, Mark has become an industry expert in this field and runs a range of workshops that are based around the theory behind the lime mortar he supplies and offer a tailored practical training.
So you're picking the right sand for the job, really. And you'll know yourself that if you're working on a stretcher canal, you'll know some sands mixed together tend to give you a good result for when you're doing your copings or your lock walls or your boundary walls when your joints are, say, 12 mil or bigger. The environmental benefits of using lime mortar is that it has less impact on the environment in its production. It's burnt at lower temperatures. It produces less CO2 into the atmosphere when it's manufactured, and some of that CO2 is reabsorbed into the mortar as it cures. Despite using a lime-based mortar, the fact that you've got a good, well-graded aggregate there, the mortar just is helping keep everything level and fairly straight. So now we'll rake out the joints and we'll repoint it. For pointing, it will generally stay on your hawk when you turn it upside down. If it's too wet, it'll tend to slip off, and if it's too dry, it'll just fall off. So you should be able to turn it upside down and it just hang there, and that's about the right consistency for pointing up. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to let it go off a little bit, and when it's gone off, we're going to get a brush and we're just going to stipple it back to force it back into the joints, compact it in there, and just expose the aggregate a little bit. Because by forcing it back in, we counteract any shrinkage that starts to develop, and you expose it and leave a stipple finish.
It was incredible to see how quickly our wall began to take its shape. The immediacy of the lime setting and the extreme malleability of the mortar was obvious to see, even for someone with zero construction knowledge such as myself. A historical masterpiece like the Leeds-Liverpool Canal deserves to be maintained with the same quality building materials as it was built with. But it's plain to see how lime mortar can benefit a huge variety of building projects, both historical and modern.